Bronny James is officially back in the spotlight, and once again, he's wearing purple and gold. After being selected in the second round of the 2024 NBA draft by the Los Angeles Lakers, Bronny made NBA history before he ever scored a single point in the league. His arrival marked the first time in league history that a father and son were not only active at the same time, but played for the same team. And the Lakers didn't waste time. Early in the season, they made sure to put Bronny and LeBron on the floor together, creating a moment that instantly became part of NBA lore. Leave your like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any updates. But behind that historic moment was a much bigger question. Is Bronny James ready for the NBA? That answer is still being written, and the next chapter begins in the 2025 NBA Summer League. It's now confirmed, Bronny James will once again suit up for the Lakers Summer League team in Las Vegas. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, Bronny will take the floor on July 10th in a highly anticipated game against the Dallas Mavericks. And it won't just be any regular Summer League matchup. This one will be aired live on ESPN at 8 p.m. Eastern, giving fans across the country a front-row seat to what could be a statement game for Bronny's development. What makes this game even more intriguing is the opponent, Cooper Flagg. One of the most hyped prospects in recent memory, Flagg is expected to make his own NBA debut during that game. So you've got Bronny James, carrying the name of a legend, going head-to-head with one of the most talked-about young stars in the game. Expect big ratings, big reactions, and even bigger expectations. Bronny's journey so far hasn't been easy. He spent the majority of his rookie season in the G League, where he was given the freedom to explore his game, take shots, make mistakes, and learn. On average, he put up over 16 shots per game, numbers that helped him build confidence, but that won't be realistic if he makes the Lakers' main roster this season. And that's the real mission now, making the roster. With a strong Summer League performance, Bronny could finally prove to the Lakers front office, and to head coach J.J. Redick, that he's more than just a legacy pick. That he belongs in the NBA rotation based on merit, effort, and growth. The Lakers are in desperate need of perimeter defenders. That's where Bronny might carve out his niche. While he's not the biggest guard out there, he's shown flashes of being a scrappy, determined defender who takes pride in locking down his man. That's the kind of effort coaches love, especially on a team where defensive intensity isn't always a given. But that's not all. There's been noticeable improvement in his shooting as well. Toward the end of his G League season, Bronny's three-point shot started falling more consistently. That's critical, because if he wants to stay on the floor in today's NBA, he has to be able to stretch the defense and knock down open shots. This Summer League is more than just games. It's a job interview. A chance to show that all the work behind the scenes is starting to pay off. And make no mistake, Bronny James will be the center of attention. He's not just another rookie. He's LeBron James' son. He's the only player the Lakers drafted this year. And even though he came in the second round, all eyes will be on him every time he steps on the court. That kind of pressure isn't easy to handle, but so far, Bronny has embraced it. Now, there's another name to keep an eye on as well, Dalton Knecht. While his role on the Lakers remains uncertain, there's a good chance we'll see him on the Summer League roster too. And this could be an important showcase for him, not just for the Lakers, but for any team around the league that might be interested in acquiring him via trade. Summer League often serves as an open audition for players trying to prove they belong, and Knecht has the tools to turn heads. But this summer, the spotlight will shine brightest on Bronny. He's not just fighting for a spot on the roster, he's fighting to prove he belongs in the league on his own terms. Not just as LeBron's son. Not just as a storyline. But as a player. A professional. A Laker. So what should fans expect? Expect energy. Expect intensity. Expect a young player trying to make a name for himself in a world where everyone already knows his name. Whether he succeeds or struggles, one thing is clear. The basketball world will be watching. Bronny James is stepping into the next stage of his journey. And the Summer League might just be where it all begins. The Los Angeles Lakers are officially back in the off-season spotlight, and the rumors are getting louder by the day. After a disappointing early exit in the playoffs, the front office knows changes are needed. The fans know it. The players know it. And if the Lakers are serious about contending for a title while LeBron James is still playing at a high level, the time to act is now. One of the biggest issues that plagued this team during the postseason? The lack of a dominant presence in the paint. Let's be honest, Jackson Hayes just wasn't the answer. When the Lakers faced off against the Minnesota Timberwolves in the first round, Hayes was thrown into the starting lineup and asked to protect the rim, rebound, and hold off one of the best frontcourts in the league. But it didn't work. Minnesota attacked the basket with ease. Rudy Gobert and Karl-Anthony Towns dominated the glass. And the Lakers were exposed. Hayes struggled to make an impact, and the team paid the price. In the modern NBA, especially in the playoffs, you simply can't win without a big man who can protect the rim, anchor the defense, and battle for rebounds every possession. That's why this summer, the Lakers are on the hunt for a center who can fill that void. And now, one name is starting to gain traction, a name that would turn heads across the entire league. According to Bleacher Report, the Lakers are being linked to Karl-Anthony Towns, the all-star big man who just wrapped up his first season with the New York Knicks. Yes, you heard that right. Towns, who was traded to the Knicks in a blockbuster deal last year, had a solid debut season in the Big Apple. He averaged 24.4 points, 12.8 rebounds, and 3.1 assists per game, and played a key role in helping the Knicks reach the Eastern Conference Finals. He gave New York another offensive weapon, stretched the floor, and provided matchup problems for opposing teams. But after falling to the Indiana Pacers in 6 games, the Knicks are reportedly heading into a new era, with a new head coach coming in. And anytime a coaching change happens, it opens the door for roster shakeups. Could Towns be on the move again? And more importantly, should the Lakers go all in to get him? Let's break it down. There's no doubt Karl-Anthony Towns is a talented player. He's one of the best scoring big men in the league. He can shoot from deep, post up, handle the ball, and pass. His offensive versatility is rare for someone his size. But here's the problem. Offense isn't what the Lakers need right now. They already have LeBron James, still one of the best offensive minds in basketball. They have Luka Doncic, who can create shots for himself and everyone around him. They have Austin Reeves, who steadily improved as a shot creator and floor spacer. This team has plenty of scoring. What they don't have is a big man who plays physical defense. A guy who can shut down the paint. Someone who can grab 10+ rebounds every night, contest shots, and clean up the mess on second-chance opportunities. That's not what Towns brings to the table. In fact, defense has always been the biggest criticism of his game. He's never been known as a rim protector. He doesn't intimidate opponents in the paint. And while his rebounding numbers look good on paper, many feel they don't translate to game-changing impact, especially in the playoffs, when toughness and timing matter most. There's also the cost. Towns has a massive contract. If the Lakers were to trade for him, it would likely mean giving up all of their remaining future assets, draft picks, young talent, salary flexibility, everything. It would be the move of the offseason. And likely the only one they'd be able to make. Is that worth it? If you believe Towns can fit next to LeBron and Doncic and help push this team to the finals, maybe. But if you believe the Lakers need grit, defense, and rim protection more than another scoring option, then the answer might be no. And it's not like there are no alternatives. The Lakers could explore other big men who better match the team's needs. Guys who won't require the same price tag and who specialize in exactly the areas where LA is weakest. Defense, rebounding, and interior presence. Let's not forget, the Lakers aren't rebuilding. They're trying to win now. Every move they make must be about building a roster that complements their superstars and fills the gaps from last season. Adding another high-usage scorer like Towns might create more questions than answers. Still, there's no denying the buzz. If the Lakers go after Karl-Anthony Towns, it'll dominate the headlines and shake up the Western Conference. He's a big name, a big talent, and a big gamble. Now, all eyes are on the Lakers' front office. Will they take the risk? Will they push all their chips in on Towns? Or will they stay patient and focus on finding the right fit instead of just the biggest name? The clock is ticking in LA. LeBron's time is limited. Doncic is in his prime. The window to win is right now. And whatever the Lakers decide to do next, it's going to change everything. The Los Angeles Lakers wasted no time after the 2025 NBA draft, and if there was any doubt about their off-season approach, it's clear now. The Lakers are going all in on youth, upside, and filling critical gaps in their rotation before free agency even begins. The action kicked off on draft night with a bold series of trades. The Lakers started the day with the 55th pick, but they weren't planning to stay there for long. First, they moved up to number 45, and then made another aggressive jump to number 36 in a deal with the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's where they got their guy, Adou Thiero, the explosive wing out of Arkansas. Thiero is a 6'8", 220-pound forward with real athleticism, something the Lakers seriously lacked last season. He's long, quick, and confident, and he brings the kind of defensive intensity that can energize a second unit or even sneak into closing lineups down the line. In his final college season, Thiero averaged 15.1 points, 5.8 rebounds, nearly 2 assists, and 1.6 steals per game. He shot over 54% from the field, and while his three-point shot still needs work, his impact around the rim and in transition was undeniable. The Lakers had him circled on their board, and now he's rocking the purple and gold. But that wasn't the only move. Shortly after the draft ended, the Lakers turned their attention to one of college basketball's most dangerous offensive weapons, Villanova's Eric Dixon. Despite going undrafted, Dixon didn't stay on the market long. The Lakers quickly signed him to a two-way deal, locking in one of the top scoring threats from the college game. At 6'8" and 260 pounds, Dixon put up massive numbers last season, averaging 23.3 points per game while shooting over 40% from deep. He's a classic inside-out big, strong enough to bang down low, skilled enough to hit jumpers, and polished enough to create shots for himself. He also grabbed 5.1 rebounds per game and chipped in nearly 2 assists. Now, let's be real, defense is a question mark. Scouts have concerns about how well Dixon will move laterally at the NBA level. He'll most likely be used as a small ball center or stretch big. But his offensive game is legit, and with an open two-way slot available, the Lakers had nothing to lose and plenty to gain by adding him to the roster. And then came a third move, one that could easily fly under the radar, but shouldn't. R.J. Davis, the veteran guard from North Carolina, has officially joined the Lakers on an Exhibit 10 deal. Davis played 5 seasons at UNC and finished as the second all-time leading scorer in program history. In his best year, he earned first-team All-American honors, averaging over 21 points per game while shooting 42.8% from the field and nearly 40% from three. Now, Davis isn't the biggest guard. At 6 feet tall, he'll likely be hunted on defense if he sees minutes in the NBA. But the guy is a bucket-getter. He's fearless, aggressive, and incredibly crafty when attacking the rim. He knows how to manipulate angles, use his dribble to shake defenders, and finish through contact. He's not a facilitator. He's not a floor general. He's a pure scorer, and for a team that struggled at times to generate offense off the bench, that's valuable. The Exhibit 10 deal gives the Lakers flexibility. They can test him in summer league and training camp, and if he impresses, they can convert the contract into a two-way deal. If not, he'll stay within the Lakers' G League system as a developmental piece. So, in a matter of hours, the Lakers added Adou Thiero, a high-energy, athletic wing with two-way upside. Eric Dixon, the #1 scorer in college basketball with proven offensive polish. And R.J. Davis, a veteran guard with elite scoring instincts and big-game experience. None of them are guaranteed to crack the rotation, but all three bring something the Lakers lacked last season: energy, hunger, and a chip on their shoulder. And here's the bigger picture. These are smart, calculated bets. With LeBron James still on the roster and Luka Doncic now wearing the purple and gold, the Lakers are in win-now mode. But that doesn't mean they're ignoring the long term. These moves show a front office trying to balance veteran star power with young, cost-effective contributors who might just break through when it counts. Summer League is just around the corner, and all eyes will be on these three. Don't be surprised if one, or more, of them finds their way into the regular season roster. The Lakers are building something, and it's starting from the ground up.